Hello, Libra. Welcome in. This is your mid-month for July, mid-month July overview. I'm going to take a look at a couple of things here. This will be a quick one just to check in on the energy. Also, keep in mind that this is the general reading. So please don't forget to look at your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That'll give you a full picture of your particular situation. But if you do need something that's more personalized, you got miatarot.com right there. Always check for mini reads or something that is definitely more private because I offer both. All right. Without further ado, let's get some general messages here for Libra mid-month. What does Libra need to know? There's something that you're going to be taking solo action on. This could be a solo trip. This as he has his little knapsack behind him and he's taking a leap of faith by himself on his own. This could be a venture that you're wanting to do. It's just something that you feel like might be risky, or you feel like you're going to take a risk and do it on your own. What I will say is you do have good energy for this, because it is showing that even though you're taking that risk, you're doing it by yourself. It does show promise of it being something that can be built upon and will balance out as well. I see a lot of just leveled energy. It's not overwhelming. Maybe you felt like it was overwhelming, but it's not. This is something that is going to be pretty stable, steady thing for you. Um, hmm. Somebody, well, for some of you, this is your actual person. For others of you, this is just somebody that you have a very strong soul tie connection, a very strong connection to this person. But I have the Emperor here, followed by the Empress in the reverse. I do feel as though you and possibly your significant other are not seeing eye to eye right now, or you may not be seeing eye to eye. Communication may be a little bit off towards the end of the month, as well as I feel like there needs to be a level of softness that's here. Also, someone may feel like their creativity is being stifled by structure versus allowing for flow. And this actually could just be you in general. I'm getting a lot of different messages from this. This could be you feeling like like something that you're trying to do is more structured when and you're lacking flow. Um, but yeah, it's going to be different for all of you. Uh, huh. Mm. Some of you may, and this kind of goes into this again. I'm seeing for Libra, there is a certain pathway that you're wanting to take or embark on. And for some of you, you feel as though there's some sort of block. There's no block. I feel like I need to tell you there's no block. It's going to feel like there's a block because you're gun ho, you're ready to go. You're like, listen, I got this in the bag. I can take charge. I'm ready to roll. Like you're ready to create some sort of action or some sort of movement, okay? I feel like you've also accumulated a lot of knowledge from whatever this thing is, or you've gotten to know whatever this thing is when it comes to the path that you're trying to embark on. However, there may be, it's not blocks, it's more of delays. It's a call to making sure that you have all of your ducks in a row, that everything that your course of action, the next steps, everything is planned out. Okay? Have a plan before executing is kind of what that says. All right, let's go on to your current situation here. The current situation that Libra is in romantically, what's going on with that situation for mid-month in July? What is going on for you in mid-month, July? All right. Ooh, Libra, somebody is not giving reciprocity. It almost feels like it's one-sided or something is very, hmm, there may be a push-pull with you and this individual. It could just feel like, honestly, like, I feel like I'm getting fucking used. But there's some sort of imbalance when it comes to you and your person, the person that you're dealing with. I feel like this person, this might be like a new thing that you've started. Oh, hold on. I got a card that fell. Oh no. Okay. This may be something that you just recently started. And maybe you haven't just recently started. Maybe this is somebody, however, that is not pulling the trigger because they seem to be more involved in carnal urges than they are of the matters of the heart. Reason being, um, the first thing I'll say is this person is very attracted to you. Okay. So much so that that for some of you, what I see here is that you embarked on a new journey, but it was more of a sexual start, which isn't always bad. But it seems as though Libra is coming to a point in time where that's not enough, where it feels as though more is being taken than given. Some of you could want more, or this might be the other person feels like this, that they want more. Let's see. You have the Empress in the reverse. Justice, I'm telling you, somebody wants more. Somebody sees the potential in this connection, feels the passion, feels the desire, feels everything, and yet it feels very uncomfortable, possibly for Libra. You got Empress and Justice, possibly for you guys, because someone is not actually co-creating with you. They're just taking from you. Someone is choosing ego over being open. You have Two of Wands in the reverse, which means, at one point this person may have been at a crossroads, but their choice was to hold back on their emotions, hold back on being deeper than surface level. And a lot of that is due to this person feeling very full of themselves a little bit. I mean, I feel like this person has a big ego. They're allowing their ego to get into the way of this. What's the outcome between these two? Yeah. This person might even ghost and then come back out. Ghost and then come back out. Yep. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what they're doing. So some of you may deal with someone, or you might even be the ghoster yourself. I won't exclude you, but you have the Knight of Swords here in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse. So it's like someone who goes into quiet time and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, they're wanting to communicate, no longer having that silence, and to reunite. This person, unfortunately, I feel like they're here for a good time. I don't know about longevity though. Okay. All right. Let's go on to single life. My single life Libras. What's going on for you? What is going on for single life Libras? Mm. 333 on the clock right now. Why y'all so upset? I heard ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I don't know if some of you guys are mourning a loss. And I mean mourning the loss of like a loved, well, not a loved one. But some of y'all might because that was a Freudian slip. I meant like mourning the loss of love. If you have just lost a loved one, my condolences. But I have Nine of Swords here. I have Ten of Cups. It's just almost like an emotional roller coaster. I feel like you know, this is going to be for the ones that y'all are fine in the daytime and at nighttime you can't sleep. Page of Swords, the Empress in the reverse. Some of you may be going through quiet periods of time where you're kind of just watching other people live. I do feel like somebody is getting over a loss. Hmm. The energy is a little heavy. The energy is a little heavy. Hmm. For some of you Libras, even if you didn't suffer a loss, let's say that you didn't suffer a loss, it could just be the sadness of feeling like you want to be in something that's committed and you just don't have it right now. Um, it feels like there's a holding pattern, like you guys are, like airplanes when they're trying to land, they can get into that holding pattern if somebody else is there, if there's like interference, if there's another plane that's already landing, or there's one that's still there kind of lingering, they still need to like clean up the area or move or clear the area. And that's kind of how it feels like no one can land or no one can come towards you because there's still lingering old energy that's there. Um, I do feel like, although, and you have the Eight of Wands here in the reverse, so that is the reflection of no communication between you and another person, no forward movement. And let's just say that you are talking to somebody, but there's still no forward movement. There's like, I don't know. For this, I feel like it's more of like literal single, not entertaining, but just single and really contemplative and searching for enlightenment. Hmm. Learning and growing, learning about yourself. Some of you are doing heavy duty shadow work, and it's definitely needed. Seven of Wands, Three of Cups. What's this? What's their outcome? Ooh, that was what that was. Libra, you're also possibly entering into a time period of where someone who did you wrong is coming back around to you. You have the Justice card in the reverse. Someone that you needed to pull your energy back, baby, they're trying to come back around. I got all three cards of coming back around. You got the World card in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Reunion, Three of Cups. You have all the return cards here. So someone feels as though they have unfinished business with you. The way that you're going to know who this person is this is somebody who is constantly on your mind. Even when you don't want to think about them, they pop up anyway. Um, I do feel that lingering energy is still there. I also feel like reason being possibly mid-month to end of month. I mean, it's just 2 weeks, but that could be the reason as to why some of you are just not getting out there. You have your guard up. You're trying to create those boundaries to protect yourself and keep you safe. But that analogy of the holding pattern for planes is not just me speaking some stuff. Remove the baggage that you have that's sitting and weighing heavily with you, so that way you can have room for others, because there may be people that's out there and maybe you just don't see them because there's still that lingering baggage that you still have. So okay, that is what I got for Libra. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Like I said, personal readings are miatarot.com. Until next time, you guys, take care.